Healing generational traumas with tattoos? Message from the Pure Source Energy Frequency channel by Kirsty Crawford. My dear soul's traumas go back thousands of your Earth years. But each individual has a different heritage and bloodline, decoding generational traumas in the time in which they began. Dear souls, it goes a little something like this. The body's DNA and bloodline is like the tree of life. It has roots, and so does the body. First generation feet, second generation calves, third generation thighs, fourth generation forearms, fifth generation, your top arms and shoulders, sixth generation back, seventh generation stomach, the eighth generation neck, ninth is your chest. Each individual responds to pain in different areas of the body. When an individual goes through healing, there are different stages. Dear souls, you all have an inner masculine and an inner feminine. The healing stages go in this order. Individual healing of the feminine masculine begins to go backwards. First generation, second generation, third, fourth, and so on, and will continue to go backwards until the deoxyribonucleic acid matrix has broken, and the first of that bloodline is healed. Let's take a look at understanding the trauma responses. Trauma lives in the subconscious and conscious mind along with the body. Most of you, dear souls, don't even know about it, or you have long since forgotten. Traumas are also projections of past generations, which over time has created a human shield of belief limitations, expectations. It is fear-based mentality that projects traumas. These are also carried down through childbirth, and recent generations are labeled with mental health, autoimmune disorders, and so on and so forth. Traumas are imprinted into every person's muscle memory and DNA, which when passed down toxicity, narcissism, ADHD, mental health, autoimmune disorders, and things of that nature get formed through traumas. Stored traumas in the DNA time causes a nervous system dysfunction, which is also carried down through bloodlines. When the nervous system doesn't regulate the brain, responses are abnormal. In a way, it convinces the mind that the body is in pain. How do tattoos relate to healing generational traumas? Many believe tattoos are just artwork. That's not at all true. Dear souls, it's so incorrect. Tattoos are portals into the spirit realm. Spirit realms are realms of ancestral lineage and access to your higher knowledge of these bloodlines. How do tattoos relate to generational traumas? The location, type, and symbolics behind the meaning of the tattoo. Tattoos rewire the pain responses mentally and physically, because your mind is focused on the pain from the tattoo, which signals back like a switch to the brain, like a little car jump. It leads the reboot of the engine. This signals to the nervous system to focus on the area being tattooed. When it comes to healing generational traumas, tattoos are portals into the spirit realm and access to ancestral lineage. So, when healing traumas, we go back to the generational roots. To the left of the body is masculine bloodline. To the right is this feminine. An entire process of a tattoo, and how long it heals and how it heals, as well as the pain levels during the tattoo. This will tell you more about an individual bloodline, more about their DNA history and traumas, than any other's ancestral research or blood test will ever show how. Dear souls, your right forearm is the feminine's fourth generation, the type of tattoo and symbol. Protection subconsciously. The soul and the mind communicate. Fourth generation of the feminine lineage divination. This known witchcraft and many forms of abuse. Another example, masculine left, thigh lion tattoo. Third generation of strength and courage. And the family history of world wars. And the family history of world wars, deep traumas, fear, pain and death. The healing of tattoos is the generational depth of pain. It also reaches to the depths. Past dramas, depending on the individual and their healing beliefs' own personal abilities. Did you know that tattoos trigger a response that rewires the mind and the nervous system? It goes on to regulate natural pain responses. It also clears out internal storage traumas and removes subconscious and conscious memory, which clears the emotional blockage and naturally releases generational traumas and pain. In turn, naturally breaks the narcissist patterns. Tattoos also release past shadows. The meaning of the shadow is this: every generation has a layer of trauma, depending on how far back the bloodline is. If it is a 10th generational bloodline, it's 10 shadow traumas, toxicity and abuse patterns. These cycles need to be released and healed. Dear ones, that's the healing process. It's as natural and safe as it comes. So, if you're already on a healing path or want to start the process, you can contact Kirsty at all of the following locations below in the comments section. This was a message from the Pure Source Energy Frequency.